Hello everybody, this is Sonia. Now I've come on here today because I wanted to show you what I've been doing. I'm actually cleaning up the room, redoing the whole thing. It's been all taken out and bringing it back, and there's still lots to sort through to work on, but we've got rid of a whole heap. So I decided to take up this challenge that, what's the name? Nat Williams is doing, and she's got a challenge up for the month of March to make ephemera from your cardboard pieces, right? This is off a calendar, and these are off my Truscats that I have. I love Truscats. They are something you put a bit of tomato and cheese on, or you have with some soup. So therefore it's my go-to, those Truscats. I'm going to drink more water. Now, I'll tell you what I did first. So I've made some things, right, and then I'll show you how I did a few bits that are not hard at all. So out of this one, this is a piece of the card, and I put a little bit of Bambi page on there that was from a book that's really old and having a bad time it was. So I just thought I'd put that on there, and I put a little word on there. Then I wanted to trim it with yellow, so I did, but I'm going to do this side and that bit yet, so just bear with me, right? So the first one I made was this, and I wasn't really pleased with this. This is made out of the thing. I don't really like that. I don't know why, but I just don't. I just don't think I like it. So I suppose it doesn't matter. We do things, and we might not like them. This one here I did, and I really like that. It's got a piece of lace on there. It's got a sticker thing there, and I put the little rabbit out of that book on there. I've got a number that I stapled on there, and a little bit of another sort of number thing that was on something, and the back of that's got a bit of plain paper on it, so if you're writing on. So there was, and this one here was just a slap happy thing that I'm not real clean on either. So what I don't like, I reckon, in the end, I'm going to take out them. I'm not going to count them in me 100. Okay, that's that's just how I feel about that. Now I got those. Then I decided I had all these little stickers that I got, so I decided I was going to make I don't know if I can see them here anywhere, but I made button things by sticking it on the card and making a button card. Okay. Whoops, where are we going? Here, there's one there. Now I know the buttons are different, and I don't care about that. And I think I might put another one on this one. Okay, so I've got 7 of those all together that I've done with the card on the back. And I don't think you need to actually cover that or colour it or anything. That's just for a bit of ephemera that you'd put in your books, but that's using your cardboard, like off the boxes. Okay. Those Truscat box. So that was those ones, and I have to put buttons on the rest, of course, which is not hard to do. I might just do one if I can find some button. Oh, here you go, look at that. I just found some. Right, I'll find some buttons and put on there in a minute. And then, while I was doing that, I thought, I bought a dictionary the other day. Really old it is. And I thought, I thought I'd do some little words first. And I've got here, this is one I made before. These are ones that I made before that I was going to do with Amy's things, but they're not as many. They're not as, but I did, these are on paper. No, that's not the right sort of thing. We're in a different story now, Sonia, just, leave that alone. Okay, so these are going to be called my dictionary cards, my meaningful cards or something like that. So I went through the dictionary and I got the pictures and I put them onto the card, and I left the description because I thought that was really cool, because a lot of them have got a really good description because it was a really old book. It says, dresses a woman or girl outer garment of clothes in winter Mary wears a heavy dress. So that's one that I did. This was embroidery, and I put I used these stickles to put around some, and then I used a gold one to put around the others, and I can't see where that is at the moment, but anyway, we'll find it. And kind of fancy decoration made with a needle. Molly has embroidered M on a handkerchief. This is one's a dove, a kind of pigeon. Some doves are tame and live in barns and near houses. I love these. I think they're awesome. I reckon they're just the thing to put in your journals as, you know, ephemera for whatever. If you're making an insect one, you've got dragonfly, an insect with a long slim body and 4 wings that you can see through. And I put a little bit of bling on him there. This one here is an eggplant, smooth skin fruit, or cooked and eaten as a vegetable. This one here is one of my favourites. Drawers. A box-like part that slides in and out of a cupboard, cabinet, desk, table, etc. We keep paper, silver liner and other things in drawers and bureaus and chests. Drawers are a piece of underwear to cover the legs and hips. Grandma wore drawers. I think that's really cool. Dots. A very small round mark. A dot on Mary's green dress are white. Put a dot and dots on. Be sure to dot your I's and cross your T's. Emerald. A valuable bright emerald jewel in Judy's ring is an emerald, bright green. The costume Anne wore was green with emerald silk, so that's emerald. And I like these. I really do like them because I think they're absolutely cool, and they're made out of the cardboard. How many have we got of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got 7 and 8, that's 15, and maybe 4, but we've got nearly 20 bits so far, okay? So I've got nearly 20 bits so far. That's actually not, well, some of them aren't finished, but I know I've seen Nat do hers, and I thought, oh dear, she didn't put nothing on them, but I don't think that matters. It's your own self, that you know. So here I've got more bits that I've cut out of the dictionary that I'm getting ready to turn into little things. This is Postmark, and I just get the piece of I cut this out of the dictionary because I haven't got it in the room here with me. I hope I've got it reasonably straight. No, I don't think so. I'm not very good at cutting straight for some reason. It could all be all these crooked scissors I own. Maybe I'll blame the scissors. So I just cut that out and left the description with it, because they've got really good descriptions with them. A mark put on a letter or parcel to tell the date and place where it is posted. It actually might have been a children's version of one, and that's pretty good though, because you know, it doesn't matter what you use. It's well, it's not for the, it's for the use of this. Okay, this is what we're using for. And I've got another good idea, so just hang on with me a minute. That I figured out this morning and haven't done any of yet. Undo this, Sonia, that'll make it come out then. Now, I haven't been using this sort today, so I'll just see how I go. This sort of glue, so I'm just going to make a patch there of that. What I needed to do first was put a bit of ink on. Wrong drawer. Okay, we'll get used to the drawers, won't we? We'll get used to the drawers. That's fallen out of there, goodness me. So the glue won't come out, or it just falls out everywhere. Ah! Ooh, should have my glass top on this, but I haven't got around to put it back. It's just sitting here next to me. Put a bit of ink on. I suppose I could have did it when I put it on the cardboard, but and then I just put that on there. Because I thought, you know, I'm if I make an ephemera, I like to make it finished. I mean, I know we could do, I don't think there was any rules whether we decorated it or not, but I'm not putting a big heap of decoration on these ones so far. This is just going to be, you know, how that is. And then I get some sticky stuff there, which is never going to come out of the bottle. It never does. This stuff takes forever to come down here. And you can't tell what you got in that. I can feel the air coming out of it, so I know there's air in there. I'll get a sprinkle in a minute. You watch. Come on. Suppose I should stand. Oops. Should have stood this upside down, shouldn't I? Well, it went back up in there. That was cool. And then you just want to dip a bit long. Give it a bit of a bling up. Try not to cover over any of your good words, you know, like it doesn't really matter that much. It's just, I thought these would make really good ephemera bits. I thought about cutting the corners off, but you can't do that because your paper, because they come out of the dictionary, you've got your words are really close together, see, so you'd take off the first part there that says P for the postmark thing, and that wouldn't be any good, so you're going to have to leave them straight like this, you know, like put a bit more extra over there, I suppose, and have that like that, okay, and then try not to touch it, because that'll wreck it, won't it? Okay, so now the other idea that I'll show you how to put a button on first. Stick to the plan first. Now we can do a button. It's not hard to do these because these were actually stickers that I got off AliExpress, and I've still got more, but they were in a little box. Now I know you can see the word Crusket through here. Well, they've seen that, but it doesn't matter. It just makes it look like it's whatever. You know, I've distressed around the edge of these. So it just makes it look like there's a colour. It gives it, I don't know, its own self. It's fine. Now I'm going to get a couple of buttons and put on one. If I could find another one like that, I'd set one here on that one. I'd put another button on there if I could find another one. I can get the lid off this without spilling them everywhere. It'd be a good thing. I just want to tip a few out. Okay. So these are obviously all the white ones, aren't they? I was thinking about putting a different colour, but we'll go with the white ones today. You just get two the same or one the same, and I'll just show you how to sew them on, because you don't want them to come off. And it's best to sew them instead of sticking them, because if you stick them on, they could come undone. And besides, you want the look of the cotton in it, don't you? And there was one that said pearl something here. Pink pearl. That one there says. So let's see what pearl thing. That's nice, but it's very high. These are pink pearl buttons. Look at that. They've got a little hole through there. I wonder if no, I can't use them. They're too high. I've got 3 of them there. Oh, 4. Might have to just not worry about what it says. That looks good. Probably going to have to end up tipping out nearly all these. Here's a mother of pearl one. Okay, now let me see what we've got. Come on, there must be something the same here, Sonya. They look good. I like the flower shape on that. And there's yellow ones too. Maybe I can get some yellow ones onto something. That might be a good idea. There's one. That one. Come on, you've got to have something like this, surely. Doesn't matter, I don't think they're not the same size either. It's just your piece of work anyway. You can please yourself what you do with it. Can't you? You can put it on whatever you like. Yes, you can. Okay. Not having good luck with this. Probably all sitting there looking at me, but I can't see them. So there's covered ones here as well, which I can do something with them later too. I can. There's lots of ideas and things that I can do, because I used to be so stuck because I couldn't find anything, you know, and it wasn't fair, because I got myself into a terrible mess. I collected up so much stuff because it seems like when I have a clean out, I seem to go out and get more for some reason. This time I went the other day and all I bought myself was some containers to put stuff in when I went up to the can assist thing, and I was really pleased with myself because I didn't buy, and I bought another light for my room, but I haven't got it put up yet because I'm going to have to wait till everything gets in its place. But that's all I got. I did not buy any, I don't know, I'll tell a lie, I bought the dictionary that I'm using for that. So I did. I had a really good day, so that was good. I looked around, I thought, that's nice, yes, leave it there. I said to the lady, I said, I'm getting rid of all my fabric and that. Well, not rid of, I just give it vintage. And, well, I don't know if it actually went there because I think the girls I gave it to were going to go through it first themselves. So it didn't matter, I didn't care as long as it wasn't in my house, in my room, taking up all that space. Sorry about this noise I'm making. I've got 2 of those. Let's stop fiddling around in here now. You'll be pleased to hear that I'm not going to be putting them back either while you're on there because it's too noisy, isn't it? Shame that wasn't a bit lower, but it's too high, I think. We'll just use those 2. I see it somewhere that's not going to spill, Sonia. Oh, I'll have to do it later. I can't make you suffer through that. This will make a noise putting it back. Righto, now we're going to get a needle and thread. And that will be I need a cotton that's where's my pin cushion sitting on top of the jar. I put my pin cushion on top of my jar. I stuck it there so I could use the cotton and the pin cushion, and they stay together. See, there you go. Look at that. Very inventive, isn't it? Sure, somebody's done it before. I'm sure they've done it before by just making the. I think people have made the lid into a pin cushion, but I had the chair done, so I thought, well, might as well do that. Right, we need a bit of cotton, a bit of thread. Don't get a really thick one because you've got to make sure it's going to go through the needle. Get a good solid needle. You want something that'll poke a hole. Pull it down till you got these 2 together. Excuse me, make a knot. Alright, you want a knot. You knot both those pieces together. Alright, might be a scary looking knot, but it's a knot and it needs to be there because if you don't do that, it'll probably come undone. Now I'm going to put these yellow ones on here and find another one later, but I'm just going to show you how to put them on. I just thought I'd like a bit more colour about it, I don't know, yeah. Okay, so do that. Put the yellow ones on. So I'm going to come through from the back, just make the hole with the needle. Just do it carefully. Right. Go through the one side, back through the other side, and down close to it but not fair near it because you don't want it to come off, and you put it there like that. And then I get where my knot is and I go through there, so when you pull it down you've got hold of it really good and proper because you need that to be, I'm just taking a little bit off the end, you need that to be solid. Now if later you want to put a piece of paper over it, you know, that's up to you to make it neat. I probably will, I just haven't done that just yet. And then I'll go down here a bit further and I'll put another button on. Come up that way, come through the back, go up through one hole, down through the other hole, and fasten it on there like that. Make sure you don't put your holes too far apart because you don't want to be able to see the holes, do you? Righto? So now I'm going to go back over to where this one is because to make it tight so they're not wobbling around in the breeze. You could do that. I know one time I did, I'll show you. But if you're making a card of buttons, I hope that's not hanging down. Right. It is a bit wobbly, look at that. Oh dear, I've made it wobbly. I'm going to catch hold of that somehow. Come on. And pull it up tight if I can. I'll loop it around it till I do get it tighter. Yeah, that's better. Now, I'm going to come in there with this piece. I haven't got another button though, have I? But you know what? This one probably fell off. What do you reckon? I'm going to put a piece of cotton in there, a couple of those, so you can see it. And then I'm going to put a loose piece in there and cut it off. So that button fell off there. Okay. So that's going to be my bits of stuff there that I do with the pieces of recycled cardboard. Okay. Now, The other thing that I decided was, last night I was thinking, now what else can I do with this cardboard? And I decided, I went and I got my medication thingy, you know, for my diabetes. Took my pills out, put them in the box, just threw everything on the floor that was in that one, Sonia. Because I wanted white. I wanted a white inside. And I remembered that that's what these had. So, now I'm going to do this with it, which is quite simple and been done many times before, of course, but I just thought, now what can I do with it? It's just a bit, you know, interesting, and that's what you do with the cardboard. So I've got the serviettes here, so I can do a bit of serviette things, make some tags with the cardboard, because if you got white, it should go over there really, really nice, shouldn't it? I've got two there that I like, and I like them all, but can I put a... And look at that, I've got them all in a nice box. Wait a minute, I'll show you. Look at that. Put them all in a nice box there with this lid on. Now, I had a lot more than that because some that I bought, because we come in packets, there was heaps of them. So I got rid of some of them. Didn't need them all. You don't need all of them. And then I got the glue stick, or whatever you want to use, because I use a glue stick. It works just perfectly fine for me. It will stay stuck on. Will work with everyone else too. Hang on a second, before I do that I better part it, hey? I'm going to use this part here. Let me see. It's in the middle without the words on. Because I thought if I put this on, and then I could probably use, oh look at that at the middle. I do like that bit. Like all of it. I think Nat might have sent me these, don't know. She could have done. Very well done. Let me see now. Come on. Doesn't want to come apart. Oh, you're supposed to do that sticky tape thing, but I don't. I've got sticky tape out there in the lounge room where I can see it, and I come in here and I thought, I wonder what I've done with the one that was in here. Because I have one in each place, so I know that I can use it. But I'm sure there's more than one piece on this. I'm sure there's not been pulled apart. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, hang on, I've got it. I didn't even try and it fell apart on my hands. Righto. Just take that off there. And then I'm going to put this on here. This bit I want to cover there. I'll just do it up the centre, eh? Might be a very busy tag, but that doesn't matter. It's a way of using your thing, because on the back of it I can put a piece of old writing paper and cover over the writing. So I wanted to use this part here. There's a bit of sticky, bit of glitter went on that. A bit of glitter. So put this down. Oh dear, come on. No, be creases. No, don't crease. I suppose it doesn't really matter if there's creases in it. It would have been better if there wasn't. Doesn't really matter. Probably went too full on at that, didn't I? Look at this. I pulled it apart and everything. I broke it. I got very disheartened, I did. That's why. I shouldn't have done that. I don't believe I did that. That was naughty of me. I'm going to cut this out here and see what happens. See what we end up with. Alright. That doesn't look too bad. And where I made that mess there, I can probably put something over that. I'm just going to fix it. Now I'm going to cut off this piece of card here along this edge. So we've got a good edge. Go down here with this bit, take that off. I don't want to pull it back because I just wanted to have it straight for the time being until I decide whatever else to do with it. But I thought that this was a good idea to put on your cardboard and make some tags out of. Don't throw stuff on the floor, Sonia, because you're going to have to pick it up. Okay. Pat down, don't rub across. Look what you've done there. Okay, so if I cut that down there, and down there, and down there, I'll have 3, won't I? We'll go along here first, and then I'm going to put paper on the back of it. And that'll be 3 more things I'll have. I stood the paper a long ways in here. It's here. I've got this thing. I've got this thing under the table that come from our old hospital, and it's got all these compartments in it that you can put your paper in. And it's just the right size and everything. It's just amazing. I bought it a real long time ago, and it was only cost me a couple of dollars, and I hadn't been using it properly because I had it up on the shelf and I had all pieces of I had boxes in it, but it holds the paper really, really good because that's what it was made for, I suppose, to put their notes and things in, or whatever they used in the hospital. And I'll show you that when I show you the room, of course, what I've got. And it fits just under my table exactly, you know, at the side there. So I can just put my paper in there that I can just get out when I need it. Make something. Now, I don't have my guillotine in here. My paper trimmer is giving me a hard time. So, we're just going to imagine that we can make 3 tags out of that now. I suppose I could cut it, but I don't trust me cutting. I'm not very good at this. Hang on a minute, where's my ruler? There it is. Put the lid on the sticky stuff, Sonia. Put the lid on the sticky stuff. Right, now, I could cut that across there. I do have a match thing in here that I got the other day for $1. I can use that. It's a self-healing one that went with some spinny around thing that somebody donated to the shop. Now, where's my knife I used? Here. So I need to cut this straight, please. You'll be really pleased if you cut it straight, Sonia. I'm going to sort of divide it into 3 bits if I can. Okay, go over a bit, this bit here, bit over that bit. Righto, now, careful, and firm and slow, and I'm not even near the ruler. Look at me. I'm sure I never cut that straight. I wasn't even near the ruler. Oh dear. I'll take the scissors and just cut up there now. Maybe I wasn't using the ruler. I don't know if this is straight or not. Doesn't look too smart, does it? Oh, things. What have we got here? 1 and so many 1/8 inches there. It's a little bit off. It's a little bit off, but that's not bad. So I've got a background on that one. The paper on the back. Can you see that though? Maybe I should put more paper on it. Oh, I don't know. Doesn't really matter. It hasn't got any name or anything on it. I'll decide what to do with it when I decide where it's going to go, eh? When I work out where it's going to go, I'll decide then what to do with the back part. If I put another piece of paper on it or not. You can't see through that bit because it was nearly white. Now stay next to the ruler this time, Sonia. I probably should have waited till this dried a bit because I was thinking to myself, now this is all going to pucker up. Did it do that? Okay. Cut everything but that back page of paper. It nearly got it. I nearly got it off there. Okay. So there's those now. So these I've got done. I've got these things here done. I made some of these here. I'm going to count them up later when I decide which things I like, which things I don't. If I don't like it, I will not do it, you know. So, I don't know why, but I just don't like that at all. I'm just going to put that out of there. I don't know if I'm a fan of this one either. I don't know. Everybody's got different tastes, haven't they? But I do love how these things look. I think these are awesome. They're old-fashioned, they're, you know, and stylish and fun as well, you know. So thank you everybody for watching, and thank you for Nat for doing this. And I think I got a couple of bits started, but I'm not going to worry too much about counting them up today. I'll wait until I get some more. Wait till I get some more done. But I'm making them so I can just do then with them what I want to, and then, you know, I've got to cut more out, I suppose. But I just want to work away. We've still got plenty of time. It's only 4 days or 5 days into the challenge, and we've got a few made. So thank you everybody for watching, and thank you Nat for this, and we'll talk to you later. Bye bye.